Hello, folks. We're just waiting for people to arrive, and we are going to mute everybody's buttons so that we can be ready. And if you have any questions or things that you need in the chat, you could chat to me just directly or post it in the chat and we'll try and respond.
Can you hear us over here? Just checking to see if you can hear us over here.
Yes, whoever is talking, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. Just getting things set up here. Thank you.
Right now.
I can see Doreen and Jim Angus trying to get in, but I think they were trying to check to see if their audio is working.
Hello.
Hi, Doreen and Jim.
Hi, we just want to check and see how the volume is.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, actually.
Well, we need to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Oh, it's hard without the headset, but we can't both wear headsets. So that's Mauricio on that phone.
Can you hear me now? Yeah,
Yes, Audrey, we can. Yes.
thank you.
Jim and Doreen, are you able to hear us?
Barely, but I'm having trouble with my hearing aids, so excuse me.
Okay.
我不知道别人能听见我吗？应该能听见吧。
Hi, Lyle.
Hi, Rita.
Nice to see you.
You too. So, Rita, you know where you are on the schedule in terms of a thank you right near the end, right before the blessing.
Yes.
And we'll offer a toast just before that, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
CA. They're sending money.
注意一下。
For those who've joined us, thank you for being here. We want to just continue to allow people to enter into the call. One of the things you could do if you need something to do in the meantime is make sure you have some kind of beverage for a toast we're going to make at some point in the evening. I'll make recommendations as we go on, but you may want to see what's available to you.
And Pamela, just so you know, when I'm sharing the video, it's hard for me to control if there is someone actually speaking at the same time, because if I go back to, so if you could just check the participant list, and if someone forces himself to just mute them.
Thank you.
For those concerned about program length, we're hoping that the program will be about an hour's length, a little under an hour, as long as everyone keeps to their time limits. So that's our hope. And if people wish to, the chat is open. If there's messages you would like to send, identifying where you are, memories you would like to include, you're welcome to do that now. And welcome from China, Stephanie.
We also have Joe from France and Amelia from Germany. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Happy retirement, Henry. I must say I was late in putting in any congratulations, but I wanted to attend and just say thank you for guiding me through meditation, and you guided me through meditation at a really hard time in my life. So I feel so grateful for your wisdom and your guidance. And I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's amazing watching all these people come into this gathering and see the faces, and some from a long time ago and some more recent. Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
In the comments, it did just mention that of course we are live on YouTube.
Great, thank you, Carmen.
Not quite 7.
Mauricio, could you put the link for the YouTube into the chat?
Yeah, just a second.
Perhaps people can post it on their Facebook or wherever else, Instagram. Oh, you can't do that on Instagram, just on YouTube, Facebook.
This is just so great. It's great to see Jim and Doreen. Fantastic. And Stephanie Eller from China. And Julio and Doris. Doris, great to see you. Well, it's great to see all of you. I can just go right through the list. And it's like all these connections are coming in. It's like it's like a reunion.
Making me.
There's all these connections over the years of people connecting in with us here.
Oh, it is Joe from France.
And Joe from France, amazing, you made it.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. for me. I just like
4 a.m.
I woke up a few minutes ago.
Oh,
you're a trooper.
Thank you. And Amelia from Germany again as well.
Yeah, for sure. Same here.
I'm getting tears just in my eyes just from watching all of you guys and just looking at them. Oh my gosh, well, this is amazing.
Again, feel free to comment in the chat or to say a few brief words before we start the program, which we'll try and start as close to 7 as possible. So feel free to do that now.
Hi, Henri. Susan Grady here. Congratulations from one retiree to another.
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
Our birthdays are pretty close as well. So yes.
Yeah.
Thank
anyway,
you, Susan.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for everything that you enabled me to experience a few years ago. It really was quite transformative for me.
Thank you, Susan. There's Jacob and Ilan and Esri.
Hi, Esri.
Esri, my granddaughter, waving to everybody.
Hi. It's a big party.
Woohoo!
And our son Jacob and daughter-in-law Ilan. Keely from Calgary. Woo! Hi, Keely.
Hello, Keely.
Hi, Henri. Wow, this is ginormous news. I'm like, I have thoughts that I'm like, don't, just bless him. He's on his way. Henri was a huge person in my life. He was the first person who I talked to about God and what's God, and I'm having these experiences, and you were just so perfect, and you walked the path with me and many, 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 many students for many, many years, and you were just such an important person in my life. And I can't believe you're leaving UVic, but it's left a open space for new things and more blessings to UVic, and you're on your way with God, and I know that you're going to do amazing things. I don't know what, but I know God's with you, and you are with God.
Thank you, Keely, and say hi to Paul for me as well. And yeah, and your kids, and it's great to see you. Keely is sometimes she comes back to Victoria. You're in Calgary, and then she'll suddenly appear at a learn to meditate, and she'll walk through the door. There's 25 other people sitting on the floor, and then she walks in and said, "Whoa, Keely, I haven't seen you for so long." And she walks in and joins in on a meditation. So great to see you, Keely.
Yeah.
Anybody hear me?
Oh. Somebody just said, "Can anybody hear me?" I heard that.
I'm Stephanie from China, Leslie.
Stephanie, I can't see you. Hi,
really?
We can.
So many windows. Hi, Stephanie. Where are you? Tell us where in China are you?
I'm in Qingdao.
Oh, good to see you. What time of day is it there?
It's 11 o'clock in the morning, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see you. You've cut your hair.
Yeah, I know. I look totally different from when I was in Victoria. Can you still recognize me?
Yes, I can see it totally. It's you.
Yeah.
It's great to see you, Stephanie.
Great to see you too. Yeah, I'm so excited right now because this is actually my first time using Zoom ever.
Oh, fantastic.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. So I'm really struggling, to be honest, but it's just so happy to see so many faces in Victoria and around the world.
Mm-hmm. Great. Well, welcome, Stephanie. I want to say welcome again to everyone who is here. I'm going to ask everyone now to mute their microphones because we want to begin.
Oh.
Just muted yourself, Lyle. Sorry.
Sorry, I don't know how to use it. Should I mute myself right now?
Yeah. Okay. I was muted along with everyone else. Sorry about that. So first of all, we want to say thank you to everyone who's able to be here on this important night to celebrate Henri, and to give thanks for all the ways in which Henri has enriched all of our lives who are part of this, and many, many others who who may not be able to be here tonight, but we hope can join in other ways after this. So just a few words of instruction to begin with. My name is Lyle McKenzie. I'm a longtime colleague of Henri's at UVic and Multi-Faith. I won't say how long. My pronouns are he, him. I'm one of the Lutheran co-chaplains at the university. And give thanks for all the opportunities that I have had to share in the work of Multi-Faith with Henri. And I'm sure all of us are here for that same purpose, to give thanks, but also to celebrate a new opportunity for Henri and Leslie and their life, and for Henri and his vocation. So for all of these reasons, and just simply the chance to be together and rejoice with them, thank you all for being here. You may have noticed that this is being recorded, and that includes the chat. So that gives Henri and Leslie a chance to read through everything that they may not be able to catch while it is happening, and others to participate also, because this is being broadcast live on YouTube. So just so you're aware of that. For the purpose of the program tonight, we're going to have a number of people say a few words following the opportunity to be welcomed by a Songhees Nation elder, Dr. Skiptic. Then there will be an opening prayer, words from representative from University of Victoria, friends, two videos that give the opportunity for many people to offer words of thanksgiving for Henri that have been put together by student Joe Quinton, some student speakers, a person representing Multi-Faith. If we have time, we'll give Henri a chance to say a few words. And then a toast at the end, and an opportunity for thank yous and blessing. So that's our order for this evening. We expect that it will be about an hour if everyone's able to keep to their time limits. And then there will be opportunity at the end for further comments, as we've been doing here at the beginning. And again, you're welcome to add comments into the chat, so that those opportunities to thank Henri are preserved for them. So one thing I wanted to recognize is that if we were all together, there'd be a chance to laugh together, to cry together, all of the things that are part of gathering when we're able to be together in person. Now, Zoom has this opportunity which doesn't quite fit as well, or doesn't quite express it as well, but it does have reactions. And you may find them in your screen. And one of them is a party hat. Can you see that there? You can select that to note a celebration. One is shock, that we didn't realize Henri ever said that or did that. One is tears. They could be tears of laughter or tears of sadness at what is coming to an end. One is a heart. You can see that, giving thanks, heartfelt thanks. One's a thumbs up. I'm not sure that might fit with laughter or something, since we can't, when we're muted, hear one another laughing together. And then there's clapping. So feel free to add your reactions as we go along, as one way to join in expressing all the different feelings we have tonight together. And the only other thing I want to mention is that at some point, not at some point, as part of the evening, we want to have a toast to Henri near the end of this time. So any beverage you might have nearby that you'd like to share in a toast. If you've got sparkling wine, sparkling juice, a beer, I've got all of them here. I may try all of them through the course of the evening. I'll show you as we go along, but have that as a ready so you can join together in the toast that'll come near the end. So as I said, I want to begin by introducing Dr. Skiptic. We are honored to have him here as a Songhees Nation elder to open this gathering and to welcome us. So Dr. Skiptic, if you would please speak with us.
My dear friends and relatives, I'm really pleased to be able to come to this important gathering and do two things. First of all, sharing one of our ways with the university. And thank you to the institution for allowing this to happen. I'm very pleased to say that my name is Lachichala, a name given to me by my family, so I know my land and I know my people, and I know where I belong. But along with that, I'm very, very pleased to be able to say these wonderful words because it makes me happy, because it's like I'm just carrying the old words from the old people who said this has to be done to all the new people in our territory. So on behalf of our Lekwungen people, welcome to our Songhees or Lekwungen land. Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye, Scott.
Thank you. Will you pray with me? Holy One, we give thanks for the welcome from Dr. Skip Dick. We are grateful for his wisdom and his generous spirit. Spirit of love, we strive to be in right relationship, to rebuild trust and heal that which we have broken, to seek justice for all and true reconciliation between all peoples. Generous God, we are thrilled and excited to be here for this gift of time to celebrate the ministry of Reverend Henri Locke at the occasion of his retirement. We look forward to laughter and joy and tears and story, shared memories and the delight of his ministry amongst us. May we notice your presence of love and care in this time together. In praise and thanksgiving, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pamela. Pamela is the third ministry lead for the Pacific Mountain Regional Council of the United Church of Canada. Thank you for your opening prayer. Thank you for helping to organize this evening, Pamela. And again, we want to say thank you to Dr. Skip Dick for his presence with us and welcoming us tonight. Thank you to you both. Okay. I mentioned getting a beverage. I just thought I would start with opening this up. If you want to join me in opening something where you are, before we get to the next speaker. And I did ask Henri and Leslie, and I just want to check in with them that they did not consume all of the wine that arrived today as part of the celebration. We did learn that they had a lovely supper, which was sent to them as part of the gift for this evening. And we're very glad for that. So together with you, getting ready for a toast at some point, which doesn't mean you can't drink some of it during this time. Just have enough left at the end or switch to something else. So we have someone speaking to us on behalf of the University of Victoria, Executive Director of Student Services, Joel Lynn, under which multi-faith is a part of that, of his responsibility. And Joel is able to join us via video, a pre-recorded video, to offer greetings on behalf of the university to Henri. So Mauricio, if you could play the video from Joel Lynn now. Thank you.
Go. Hi, everybody. My name is Joel Lynn. I'm Executive Director of Student Services here at UVic. My pronouns are he, him, and it's an honor to be standing here on Lekwungen territory. It is today we recognize Henri Locke. And I want to say a very, very special thank you and my deep appreciation to the United Church, the United Faith community, for bringing the gift of Henri to UVic. I've had a chance to work with Henri for 12 years now. And the one thing that's absolutely clear is his unfettered commitment to students. His passion and commitment have helped thousands and thousands of students successfully meet their goals, achieve their academic aspirations, and more importantly, really find what spirituality means to them in building success in their life. And I just think of Henri, all the convocations that you've participated in, all the programming you've helped support here at the Multi-Faith Center, the name change, the MOU, there's a great deal that you should take accolade for in how you've contributed to the University of Victoria and our student success. Henri, I'm deeply indebted for you. I find you a wonderful, wonderful colleague here at UVic. You are an honorary student affairs practitioner, and I wish you all good success. Grandpa Henri, go forward, Be happy. You're always welcome back, and all good happiness to you. Take care, and thank you very much.
Great. How are you doing with reactions? All thanks to Joel for his comments and thoughts shared by many. I want to call now on Reverend Barbara Hansen, who's a longtime friend and colleague on children's and young adult ministry at St. Aidan's and at the Victoria Presbytery of the United Church, and in involvement with the Contemplative Society. So Barbara, if you would share some words with us.
Thank you. Henri, today I speak as a colleague in ministry shaped by the United Church of Canada, our spiritual home as followers of Jesus. That sense of home had both of our families land at St. Aidan's. You had been called to the UVic chaplaincy and St. Aidan's welcomed you. A few years later, we arrived from Singapore and found our spiritual home at St. Aidan's. Through the years since, we have shared food and special occasions as families. When I was called into lay ministry with children and families at St. Aidan's, I was very, very appreciative of your support. We both understood the difference between inviting people committed to ministering with children versus arm wrestling people to help with the children. That meant we developed a budget to support these adults to grow in their faith, for training and for retreats. UVic students were very welcomed into this ministry and enriched it. Some committed to be with the children on a regular basis, others for special events or activities like Toonie Tuesdays, and still others for creative opportunities to dramatize stories of our faith, even making costumes. Christine. We worked together to support youth and young adults, and later to support monthly gatherings of those in leadership within their congregations. We shared a passion for presbytery, and in particular, program division, which is really a misnomer because it was a group of people actively involved in ministries that were outside of congregational ministry. And in that group, we celebrated and affirmed each other's ministries. There's so much more. I continue to have deep respect and admiration for you. In the United Church, we use words like affirming, inclusive, responsive, respectful, progressive, relational. These words describe your ministry. You were doing all of this. You shared opportunities for spiritual practices with the broader community, using the more universal language of meditation, yet anchored in the ancient traditions of Christian mysticism, contemplative prayer, taizé, walking the labyrinth. You clearly always introduced yourself as United Church minister. You listened to students and made space for students to express their spirituality. I think of Momentum, of walking the Camino, of trips to Guatemala, of accompanying youth and young adults on long bus trips to United Church events. You extended open invitations to congregations to connect with the students, to attend sessions on campus with the students, to take time to share food with them. Your ministry was inclusive of other faith traditions, other cultures and races, those struggling with their sexual identity and those comfortable with who they were. There were the courses you offered, the actions you supported, the rallies. You offered so many ways to connect with Creator, with all of creation. You advocated for youth and young adults to be included when congregations were going through visioning exercises. You saw the potential when others couldn't. There is so much more I could say. I end my piece trusting the words of others will fill you and surround you in the love I know the words carry. And for those listening to my words, may you understand Henri was responding to God's call to serve and to minister to all of creation as a chaplain of the United Church. Thank you, Henri, for your leadership and being such a wonderful friend for our entire family, but for me especially, and through my diaconal ministry training. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. It just occurs to me that we with wonderful words like you shared, Barbara, we should toast you as well. So how about we join together in a toast to Barbara, whoever's there. With many thanks for your wonderful words and capturing so much of Henri's ministry for us. We want to go now to dear friends of Henri and Leslie's, Jim and Doreen Angus, Gitsan Elder, former BC United Church Conference President, Jim, and as I said, longtime personal friends of Henri and Leslie's from their time and ministry days in Kispiox. It's wonderful to have you with us, Jim and Doreen, and we invite you to say a few words now.
Okay. So I'm the adult to get the United Church of Canada. I just wanted to say I'm so happy to be here tonight. We are happy to be here tonight for Henri and Leslie. I remember the day when I drove down and forced them to come to Kispiox in 1987. And we built a brand new manse for them. And I was looking at the yearbook of the United Church here in Kispiox, and the number of elders that were there when Henri and Leslie came here. Most of them are gone today, and it's a little emotional to see that. But it pulled the community together, and I'm so happy to be present tonight to celebrate Henri's retirement, and of course to say hello to Henri and Leslie's family. Oh, it's innocent. Yep.
I also want to just say how much we appreciated having Henri and Leslie here, and how sad it was the day they said they were leaving. They came in 1987 and stayed for 5 years, and those were blessed times. Thank you very much. And all the good wishes, Henri, for the rest of your life. I hope you live long and continue to be healthy and happy. So just really appreciate you all the time. And we're going to sing a little happy birthday, but just going to do it in Gitana. Amahanis Gad Asni, Amahanis Gad Asni, Amahanis Gad As Henri, Amahanis Gad Asni, and many more. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Good to connect with all of you.
Thank
you, Jim and Doreen. Thank you. Oh, what a beautiful gift. Thank you so much. I can't hardly see you because of the tears in my eyes.
Same here. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Jim and Doreen, for your heartfelt words, your tears, your song for us to hear. Thank you. So good to have you with us. Thanks to everyone for continuing to offer comments in the chat, and how many of those are about gratitude. So this is what we are about tonight. The videos give us an opportunity to hear that as well and see that from various people. So I want to first of all thank Joe Quinton for the gift of creating these videos, and for everyone who made contributions, but what a gift it is to be able to draw them all together. Joe is a work-study student with Multi-Faith, also a member of the Inclusive Christians Club, and so grateful to you for preparing these. So this is the first of 2 videos tonight for us all to see and hear from many different people. So Maurizio, if you would play that for us now.
You have forever impacted my life in a wonderful manner by teaching me the practices of mindfulness meditation, and I will be forever grateful. I can only imagine countless students and friends that you have helped move forward. Dearest Henri, some people come into our lives and quickly go. Some stay for a while, leaving a footprint on our hearts, and we are never ever the same. Thank you for being part of my journey. My favorite memories of you come from the Monday Night Pollock group. Attending that group gave me something to look forward to every week. Your facilitation allowed so many wonderful lifelong friendships to be forged in that group. This celebration is a testament of the huge difference you've made in so many people's lives.
I have had the pleasure of knowing you through the Multi-Faith Center for the past 4 years, which I've felt so honored to be someone that got to know you within that space. You've influenced my life in so many ways, whether it's teaching me the power of meditation or being such a guide for me on my own spiritual journey, and showing me this incredible engaged listening and being an example of someone that listens with so much compassion and attentiveness to every single person you encounter, even when you're getting pulled in 1,000 different directions.
Thank you for your leadership in meditation, the amazing choice of readings, meaningful conversations, the wonderful Taizé songs played on your guitar, and the long walk to Sydney on Good Friday. You really made a difference in my time at UVic. I have very fond memories of the Wednesdays at Multi-Faith with Pet Cafe and wine before supper. The time out from my daily routine was refreshing, and it was amazing to recharge in silence and community. Wishing you the very best, Henri. I have thoroughly enjoyed the meditations I have attended with you. I always enjoyed your gentle leadership with the noon hour meditation. It was a welcome break in a busy working life. Your kind presence immediately calmed me, and I learned to meditate more deeply and honestly. Thank you for your kind support and all your wonderful lessons. I learned a lot from you. I want to acknowledge your unwavering passion for justice and your willingness to engage with people from all faith traditions to build the world we really want. Whether you were participating in a Kairos blanket exercise, a climate change protest at the legislature, or a walk for peace with your students, your deep respect for Earth and commitment to Indigenous rights has never wavered. In the 1980s at First United Church, we were very concerned about the lack of decent, affordable housing in the area. When our team set up the First United Church Social Housing Society, we asked Henri to be a board chairman. Henri was diligent and creative in guiding us through the process of declaring our vision, hiring architects, working with Mayor Mike Harcourt to acquire land. As a result, over 250 units of decent, affordable housing became available. Occasionally, Henri invited me to participate in discussions with students about topics such as religion and politics. We would have coffee where discussions would often find us considering the role of faith among those in public life. I cherish Henri's care and insight that helped me face the pressures of my responsibilities.
I'm thinking about you playing Taizé chants at the Evolve Spiritual Practices times and the worships. Us hosting dinners in Victoria for the youth leaders, driving across Canada together, all the many youth events that you attended. And I'm thankful that I got to go to India with you, all those epic adventures. I really see you with such a beautiful open heart, seeking justice, standing up for what is right, your presence within the church, but also beyond the church. To see you meditating with students, holding space, serving soup. They were so blessed. And we were so blessed to have you in our midst for so many decades of serving youth and young adults. And I thank the Creator for bringing you and your family to so many of us.
Dear Henri, I cannot imagine the Contemplative Society without your gentle, steady hand at the helm. Thank you for all your years of faithful service. You have brilliantly combined, both in your ministry and in your being, two facets that don't often merge easily. The fire of your vision, imagination, and determination with the gentleness and patience of your surrendered heart. The miracles you've brought off, both for the Contemplative Society and for campus ministry at UVic, are simply astounding. You've kept old visions alive and infused it with new life and youthful energy.
I think my first memory of you is back in 2007. We did a progressive dinner party going from house to house for each course, and then it was really great getting to know you after that in the coming years, being on the campus ministry board and through meditation at church and all kinds of places.
Hi, Henry. You've been such a presence in my life for the past 10 years, and I credit you with being the instigator and supporter of personal growth for me. I don't know if I would have stuck with meditation had it not been for you. You've touched so many lives over the course of your years at UVic, let alone in your extended communities. Because of that, I feel especially honored that I'm also able to call you a friend. Congratulations, Henry, and namaste.
Henri has served well over the years in this ministry and has touched the lives of many, many young people as they move their way through the campus at UVic. We are so pleased to be able to honor Henri tonight and to recognize his years of service in this ministry.
Hello, Henri. It's just Sarah here. You have been such a wonderful, wonderful person in ministry. You have your work with the Multi-Faith Chapel as the United Church chaplain at UVic, your work with youth and young adults in the United Church, and so much more. I came to be in relationship with you through being a youth and a young adult in the church, and I was always so intrigued and challenged in the best way by your hard-hitting questions but were genuine and organic questions that got to the heart of your faith, and ones that you never asked yourself before. I was always that one that say, I'll get back to you on that, Henri. A couple days, months later, I say, oh, I'll have an answer. You always have such an insight and such a caring nature for students and for youth and young adults.
Your influence in my life, on my journey, has been truly profound. The beautiful, open, creative, exciting community that you helped to create was by far the greatest highlight of my time in UVic. The deep discussions, the transformative experiences, and all the amazing opportunities to just explore what it is to be alive in connection to the divine. That time in my life was life-changing. And throughout it all, your support, mentorship, and friendship has been dear to my heart.
Thank you, Joe, and to everyone who contributed and who's continuing to contribute in the chat. Thank you to all of you. What a great series of words, but also images that capture just a portion of your ministry, Henri. So thank you to everyone who contributed. And again, thank you to Joe. I want to invite two student speakers now to share thoughts with us of their experience of Henri's ministry and work. I'll first invite Shoya to speak, followed by Charlotte. Shoya.
Hey, Henri. I've had the honor of knowing you for my entire adult life. And 11 years ago, I showed up at 19, fresh back from India, ready to just save and change the world with meditation and philosophy and all this good stuff. And along with you, I saw the meditation community just explode at the university, with you at the core and like the anchor of that community, and the home and the space and the support of that community was all around you. And then over those years, I had you as a mentor, and then over time we became friends and became closer. And as I struggled with my own experiences and my own suffering, our bond became even deeper, and we spoke together and cried together over the pains of existence and the complexities and difficulties of faith and belief and hope and love, and how those can bring so much difficulty and challenge to our lives. And then along with you, I got to walk a couple hundred kilometers throughout Spain on this journey of, for me, so much a journey of beginning to heal and beginning to find my way back. And this important journey of walking along with you and suffering along with you. Just it's mind-boggling to me in the scope of like these last 10 years and how so much of my life has happened, and how you have been this powerfully influential person to me, whilst also recognizing that I am one amongst many, that there have been many people that you have touched and supported and helped and communicated with this in this way. And it just blows my mind, because for me, myself, it's already been so much, and that you have given that much to so many. I can't think of much more worth doing with your life. And I know that's not something that can have a bookmark at the end of it. That's something you're going to continue doing and will always do. And so as much as I'm stoked to celebrate this with you, I know that it doesn't really change much for who you are and what you do for the world. So again, thank you, Henri. Thank you for being this person in my life, and thank you for all the moments that we've shared.
Great. Thank you, Shoya. Thank you so much. Now, Charlotte.
Yes, thank you, Lyle. Hi, everybody. Wow, it's been really beautiful so far to see how Henri impacted so many people's lives so strongly, and I'm sure you will continue to do so. On Tuesday morning and several other times, you quoted Mary Oliver, and she said something like, "What do you plan to do with this wild and precious life?" And it's very clear that you've done so much with yours, and it's so inspiring. Yeah, I met Henri only about 3 years ago at the UVic Multi-Faith Center, and I remember the first time I went in and I was very nervous because I was going to a really big crowd of people as a new student with not a lot of confidence or connections, but Henri greeted me with this huge presence and warmth, and he made me feel included in the group and supported in my journey in faith. I really enjoyed observing how Henri does a phenomenal job of fostering community and inclusivity, especially to the individuals who seem to seek it the most. And I was definitely one of those people. Not only that, but Henri is an absolute boss at instilling a marvelous sense of wonder and awe into arguably every person who listens to his introductory lectures prior to the meditations that he leads. There's a certain genre of people in the world who could be described as physicalists. So people who believe only in material reality and in what can be directly observed with the senses. So university campus is certainly highly populated with this kind of person. And I was also one of those people for a while, but even in these people, I can notice this immense responsiveness toward the way Henri talks about the wonders of creation. His enthusiasm and gratitude are a beacon for belief, and this beacon has most definitely been a centerpiece in my own path in faith. So thank you so much, Henri, again and again, for all that you offer and all that you continue to teach me and everyone else in the community. You bring so much light and wonder into the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you for your thoughtful and wonderful words. Thank you to both our students. Can we toast our students and their words that we're privileged to hear tonight? Good. I was just thinking, all of this is so positive about Henri. I just need to interject something. He's not absolutely perfect. I have witnessed all of these things that have been mentioned in Henri's strengths, and give thanks for all the opportunities of working together. But just not that long ago, I was going through the drive-through at McDonald's, and this car in front of me, I thought, that looks like Henri's car, but it can't be Henri. Like, it absolutely can't be Henri going through McDonald's. This just does not fit with the Henri that I know, and his commitment to justice and so on, connected to food and all of that. And that I was there was no surprise. But anyway, Henri was, and I got around the corner, and sure enough, I saw Henri eating something from McDonald's. I don't know what it was, Henri. And now Leslie is in shock. The reactions there, if you have that one, this would be the reaction right here. Anyway, Henri, just to interject that I appreciate, at that moment, I was thinking something's happening. Maybe it's the impending retirement. I wasn't sure. but thanks for being human. I want to call now on our colleague, David Batterham, who is the Baha'i chaplain in Multi-Faith, and the opportunity for David to speak on behalf of our colleagues in Multi-Faith. David.
I'll start again.
Thank you, David.
Henri, it's been such a pleasure to be working with you in the short time that I've been at Multi-Faith. It's really actually an honor for me to be able to speak. And I just started volunteering, I guess, at Multi-Faith Services a couple of years ago. And in that time, I've spent a bit of time with Henri because I've been engaged with the meditation. And anything I say is probably in some ways been said already, but I'll just say a few things from my perspective about what I've seen with Henri and what he's contributed. That as a Christian grounded in the mystical tradition, he has been able to accompany others from all religious backgrounds and none on their spiritual journeys. In his deep connection to the divine, he recognizes and draws upon a variety of religious and spiritual traditions, especially from Christianity, from Sufism, from Buddhism, traditional indigenous traditions, and connects others with their own essence. I would say, Henri, that you're a catalyst for awareness of the inner self. And I want to mention also your connection with the natural environment, seeking to discover its hidden treasures, guiding others to a greater appreciation for our place in the universe, and towards a constructive activism that focuses on protection and nurturing of the good of the natural world. And as others have mentioned, your commitment to social justice, participation in social action, support for others as they face the challenges of oppression, prejudice, marginalization, alienation. You heard people talking about coming in and being shy and not coming forward, and Henri, you bringing them in and just making them feel included and welcome. And Henri, you have a deep awareness for the deeper issues that we face in society, and your focus on positive outcomes for humanity demonstrates a model of social action that we can all follow. So Henri's leadership, your leadership, Henri, especially over the last 2 years, in my experience as the coordinating chaplain of Multi-Faith Services, has been focused on serving the needs of the community that you have been so central to developing. At the same time, your humble posture of encouraging others to develop their own capacities to lead, while unassumedly filling the gaps in what needs to be done to keep the momentum going, and reaching out constantly to bring students into the community of seekers. These things exemplify the kind of leadership the world needs and is severely lacking. And I can't end without mentioning your success, Henri, in building a community of students, staff, and alumni, all committed to developing mindfulness through meditation, facilitating the student leadership that brought to fruition that wildly successful Momentum Festivals as well as other events and forums that brought people in touch with their spiritual natures in so many inclusive ways. And that's all been integral to the groundbreaking and inclusive relationships that are only just beginning to develop and show great outcomes for student wellness. You have such big shoes to fill. I don't know what we're going to do without you. So I hope you don't stray too far, because we'll be calling. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for speaking on behalf of all of us and the ministry together. Much appreciated. Thank you for your good words. To your words, David, thank you. We have another video to see. Thanks again to Joe Quinton. So the second video for us to view with comments from a variety of people.
I've always enjoyed what time we spent in each other's company. You always seemed an island of calm in a sea of busyness. A sincere thank you for your continued efforts at making UVic a more spiritual, holistic campus, and for your dedication to students and staff wellness.
I've known Henri a long time. I've watched you in ministry in many diverse ways and changing ministries. You've encompassed new ideas, new beliefs, engaging new students at UVic for a long and very successful time. Henri, you've touched many here at First Metropolitan, and we thank you. We pray God's blessing upon you and yours as you move into retirement with the affection and respect of all of us here at this church and beyond.
Thank you for your campus ministry. Thank you for connection and support to the congregations. Your help for starting our young adults group and the promotions of young adults group and Epiphany explorations and many other events. You helped us to recruit youth leaders, very good leaders, and also for Sunday school. Labyrinth to Sunday school was a big hit. We appreciated your occasional visit to First Met too. Best wishes for your new adventure.
Thank you for all the wisdom you shared with me during a difficult time in my life. The Multi-Faith Chapel was a safe space for me on campus that I will always treasure, and your presence there was a big part of that. I've experienced many times of deep peace and joy during the numerous events I attended at the chapel that you fostered and led during your time as chaplain. Your ability to remain centered, present, gentle, and open-hearted with all the competing demands on your time over the years is a testament to your practice. Barb.
Hi Henri, I would like to thank you for your commitments in the meditation club when I was an exchange student in UVic. And I remember when we met in the Multi-Faith Chapel, you just told me like, you're welcome here, it's your house, it's your home, and it's in my heart still today. I remember the meditation retreat, Momentum, when we ride together through the mountains, and also when we met in Spain on the Camino. You are like father for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Henri, for your warm, humble, and enfolding presence that manifests itself in your care and compassion for all who cross your path, that has gently allowed me to become part of this team you built by encouraging me to contribute and acknowledging the contribution.
With the tireless giving of yourself, you cultivated an atmosphere that has nourished the spiritual life of so many of us. Liz. Your presence, heartful wisdom, and committed service at the multi-faith services has been a true gift and inspiration.
I want to say how much your ministry has inspired me, how your gentleness, your open heart, your willingness to be whatever youth need you to be, whatever any of us needs. You've offered me words of wisdom when I was struggling. The picture that I love the best is those moments on the Jesus bus, those moments when you played guitar at events like Evolved, and we sang Taizé music together, and you were like a magnet. The youth and the young adults would just come in close to you and come in close and closer. I am praying for so many blessings. Love to you.
Hi Henry, it's Julie.
I'm David.
And Patrick. We met you probably 10 years ago in Victoria. We're introduced to you through the Healing Pathways work. And it was a really powerful time for us. Changes and transitions in our lives, and the work meant a lot to us. And the work that you did with the meditation also affected our lives and helped guide us at a time when we really needed it.
One of the greatest memories of my life was when Julie and I got married, and you were a big part of that too. You were the one who held the ceremony, but even before that, you guided me, Julie and I, in how to orchestrate and calmed us down when we were nervous and gave us lots of incredible reassurances.
Oh, we wish you all the best in this big change and hope that your retirement is filled with as much joy and greatness that you had in your career.
And I hope you have a happy birthday.
To Henri, as an international student at the university, your presence was indeed nourishing, loving, and irreplaceable. Your words of wisdom, acts of compassion, and oh, that assuring smile during times of chaos has always held me tight as if we were best friends on earth. Thank you so much for being you. For the best, Stephanie.
Hello, Henri. We gather today as a pilgrimage group. We're all sending our deep love as you head into retirement. Toby and Riley also send their love to you.
Henri, I have some Camino poetics for you. I think this was a haiku that Toby and I wrote. Sprightly and charming, ever old and ever new, his eyes glinting joy.
Hi, Henri. I have been carrying with me these words from you since our Camino pilgrimage. You can transcend all imposed lines.
I've got a haiku for you too, Henri. A friend in journey, a pillar of support, breath in Rua.
Henri, I'm wishing you the best for your retirement, and I wrote you a little haiku inspired by our time on the Camino together. Long-legged walker, striding through the hills and grass, eyes blue and sparkling.
Hi, Henri. We're going to really miss you. Thank you for everything you've done for us. And I have a haiku for you as well. Compassion and life, given for all us to share, inspiring our joy and love.
Hi, Henri. Some things that I really love about you are your quickness with a laugh, all of your offerings of wisdom, your kindness, and especially your warmth. We're so grateful for you and the impact you've had in our lives.
I'll just close with the haiku that I wrote for you on the Camino. Camino delight, youthful energy and laughs. Love of group spills forth. We do love you, Henri. We send you our love as you journey forth into retirement.
Thank you,
Henri.
Thank you.
Thanks, Henri.
Well, we want to say thanks again, Joe, for putting this together, and to everyone who contributed to the videos tonight, for your greetings, your wonderful words, and expressions of love and appreciation. Thank you to all of you. We jokingly said at the beginning we might give Henri a chance to respond if there was time. I don't know, maybe we should vote on this, whether there's a thumbs up for this or not. I don't know. I think Henri would love to hear from you, and a chance for you to respond and share your thoughts tonight with us. Thank you.
My heart is so full. My face is breaking because the smile is so big and I can't get out of the smile. I'm so full and so happy with everything that you have gifted me. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the support from the church that made this ministry possible. Thank you for the university for creating the space that gives special attentions to this spiritual well-beings of students. Thank you to my colleagues for being there with ideas and supporting and encouraging and creating this multi-faith space for students and the campus community. Thank you for the organizers of this event. Wow, this is amazing. Thank you so much for everything that's gone into putting the videos together and the words of love that you have spoken. Thank you also to my wife, Leslie, and my kids who are here. You know, when we're in ministry and when we are working on behalf of the community and working with the community, it's our family that is supporting us. So many times when I would not be home because we're having soup suppers over at the university, my family would miss me from being at home. And yet they always encourage me. A special appreciation to Leslie for her guidance and for her amazing spiritual connection with the divine. That has been such a guide and a gift to me and supported me in so many ways. So thank you, Leslie, for the beauty that you are and that you have shared with me, and also the work that you've done with students with Healing Pathway over the years. I'm appreciative of all the people, the whole community, and the students. It's been my outlook, and my way of approaching life is that I take the words of Teilhard de Chardin, the scientist, the mystic, Christian mystic, who said that we're not human beings on a spiritual journey, but we're spiritual beings on a human journey. And my experience with working with students and the campus and with everybody is that they're spiritual beings. And so when new students come to meditation or any of the other activities, or students arrive, I'm looking, I'm waiting for their spirit to be revealed, to be opened up. And I've often recognized that the beauty that is in people they don't themselves know how spirit-filled they are, that they are spiritual beings, that they are divine creatures that are living this human journey. And part of the meditation teaching is about opening up to this profound, deep inner awareness that we are spirit manifest in these bodies, walking on this earth. And we are brought together to learn how to be in love with one another, with nature, with the divine who brings us into this place to be with one another and to share that love. And my work, I think, with working with students in the campus community has always been guided by that awareness that we're divine creatures. We're spirit beings created in the image of the divine, that sacred consciousness that gives rise to everything that is within the universe. And we are part of that, not separate from it all. And so much of work with multi-faith is about helping students, campus, others, myself, to open up to this divine reality in which we live and move and have our being. That is the very spark of the sacred in us, giving realization to the work that we do together to create a better and more healing and more just world. And so when we had all these gatherings of dance, conscious dance, of yoga, of meditation times, of soup suppers, the healing path of the energy, the healing that so many participated in, it was all a beautiful way of celebrating the sacred within every one of us. And it's been such a privilege to be having in the role with all of you and so many others in creating that awareness, that presence. Today I was actually watching a beautiful little video that was put together by Sadie Gibbs and Jesse Patterson about fairies in nature. Actually, it's the first time that I've seen the video. It was 20 minutes long, and it describes so beautifully the absolute mystery and the magic and the divine essence of nature and the world around us. And you described it so beautifully. And I hope you got a really good mark on that school project, because it really expressed so beautifully my sense of the beauty and the sacredness of all of life. And it's been a huge privilege for me to be able to work with all of you to share in that. So thank you. It's great gratitude. I greet each one of you. At the meditation times, we've been ending our times with this little gesture. Comes from the Eastern tradition, namaste. And it basically means the sacred in me greets and holds dear and loves and profoundly respects the sacred in you. And then we do this little gesture of just opening up our hearts, and on Zoom with everybody that's on the Zoom call, and just opening up our heart energy to include everyone in this big circle of compassionate and loving kindness. And so I'm doing this right now with all of you. And I'm inviting all of you to embrace all of the others in this community and just from the level of the heart, share this compassionate greeting with one another. Namaste.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, Henri. You are ever a teacher for us. Thank you. We want to have a toast now to Henri and to his ministry and to his retirement all together. I want to say a few words, and then I invite you to raise a glass if you have something there with you as a toast and an expression of thanksgiving, which is what a toast is about. So for faith and grace in Henri, for of the Creator's providing, for tireless work, for how many times you rolled out the labyrinth, how many times you set out a meal, how many times you set out a circle of chairs, rolled out mats, prayer cushions, and it goes on for your tireless work, for your fearlessness in venturing into new things, including concerns of justice for the sake of those who are voiceless and marginalized, for your encouragement, your constant encouragement to others, and how that lifted others up, especially those who were brought low by various circumstances and conditions in their life and background. And for your willingness, your constant willingness to join together, to see possibilities, for your warmth and genuineness and open heart, your big open heart, for your commitment to your family, and for your family's commitment to you and your ministry, for your passion for justice, for the love of God to be there and present for all people, for your openness and imagination and vision to see new possibilities, for your joy, the joy in you in 29 years of service. 29 years of service in multi-faith at the University of Victoria, and before, and how it will continue after, in an unfolding vocation for you and for Leslie and your family, all in the spirit of the Creator, alive and well and breathing in and through you. A toast to Henri, his ministry, and his retirement. Rita has some words of thanks to share tonight.
Yes, what a gift that you have brought all of us, Henri. I have the honor of saying thank you to everyone who has come today, everyone who has joined in from all around the world. This is wonderful and so touching. And Henri, you have been a gift to all of us, and now you're bringing us all together. What an amazing experience that we're having tonight. Thank you so much. Working with you over 20 years, I also can attest to your commitment and your care and your love, and how much you have done for young people, young adults, the students at UVic. When I was given the position of overseeing multi-faith, it was like a huge gift. And it has continued all along. Lyle, I really want to thank you as well for being the MC this evening, and for everyone who contributed to this program. It's incredibly beautiful. And Henri, you are loved, and you are still in our hearts. And you, like David said, we are still going to call on you. So we definitely want you to be a guest and to be returning, and our lives are going to be interconnected. Our hearts are interconnected. Thank you so much to everyone.
Thank you, Rita. And now I want to call on Ruth Danzer, Anglican chaplain in multi-faith, to offer words of blessing for our evening.
Thank you, Lyle. Oh, Henri, I will miss you not being around multi-faith. I think it's all just sinking in now through this event. Anyways, you have been a colleague, a mentor, and a dear, dear friend. You lead with your heart. You lead from within. The fruits from the dedication of your contemplative practice clearly shape your leadership. You have been and will continue to be an inspiration to so many. With the wisdom of your words and your open-hearted presence, the ripples of your ministry over these last decades will be felt for a long time to come. You helped shape multi-faith into a rich and meaningful resource at the University of Victoria. In your work on campus, you have touched the lives of countless students, staff, and faculty. You have helped create authentic community. You've helped to open hearts, and you have helped people to experience the divine. I can't think of more powerful contributions to give through one's work. By pouring love into your vocation as a campus chaplain, you have enabled the transformation of lives. While you will be missed as one of the chaplains here at Multi-Faith, I also have no doubt that you'll continue to touch lives in the new ways that you'll be spending your time. With this, I will close today's celebration with a blessing written by John O'Donoghue. As I read the blessing, I invite you all to silently send Henri love and blessings from your heart to his as he journeys forth in Feel free to close your eyes and sink into a comfortable position. And take a couple of deep breaths to center and ground. Inhaling and exhaling slowly and intentionally. And now feel your heart open to Henri as I speak these words by John O'Donohue. It's called The Blessing for Retirement. This is where your life has arrived. After all the years of effort and toil, look back with graciousness and thanks on all your great and quiet achievements. You stand on the shore of new invitation to open your life to what is left undone. Let your heart enjoy a different rhythm when drawn to the wonder of other horizons. Have the courage for a new approach to time. Allow it to slow until you find freedom. To draw alongside the mystery you hold and befriend your own beauty of soul. Now is the time to enjoy your heart's desire, to live the dreams you've waited for, to awaken the depths beyond your work, and enter into your infinite source. Amen. We love you, Henri.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. And just a last opportunity to say thank you to the United Church. Thank you to the University of Victoria for making this event possible. Thank you to all of you for your participation, your contributions through the chat and in other ways to this celebration. I want to remind everyone that there's an opportunity to give thanks for Henri by making a donation of any amount towards his new e-bike. You can do that by e-transfer to Stephen Tyler. I think that information has been in the chat, so I want you to consider that. And lastly, we will leave things open for a little bit here so that people continue to offer comments in the chat. We're not sure about the chaos of trying to offer verbal comments, but we'll see how that goes. So again, thank you to everyone, and make a special thanks to Mauricio for hosting this evening and making everything work seamlessly. So thank you to Mauricio. Blessings, everyone. Bye for now. So maybe some want to try unmuting if you want to say a few words, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, this is Stephanie from China. Henri, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, it's been so long since I left Canada, and I missed you so much. I always wanted to go back, but who knows, right? I really wish I can see you soon. And Leslie, and your beautiful, beautiful granddaughter. I never met her before. So I just wish everything goes well for you and your family, no matter what. No matter how you are, how old you are, what kind of bike you're on. Alrighty, next time, please.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. Thank you. My heart goes to you. Thank you.
There's so many beautiful things on the chat too, and I'm really grateful that that's been recorded as well, because there's no way we could read them while this is going on. So thank you for all the comments in the chat.
There's just a tiny bit there. No, I think I've had enough, but it should be eaten up. If you don't want it, I will, but I think you should have it. Oops.
This is the chaos.
How do we end this so beautifully? This is such a beautiful event. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hi, Henry.
Hi.
You can see me or not.
Jenny, yes, hello. It's good to see you.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jenny. I'm in Newfoundland now, so it's like almost 1 a.m. But this is really nice to see you and everything. And wow, yeah, I've been crying a lot. This is a lot more emotional than I thought it would be. But yeah, let's stay in touch.
Oh, for sure, Jenny. Yes, for sure. Stay connected. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
I don't know. I remember bugging you in your office and having tea. Yeah.
You're a beautiful soul, Jenny. Just carry on. You're an amazing person. Would love to connect with you again sometime soon.
Henry, it's Amanda Pat here.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi. I've agreed so much with everything everybody said. You have been amazing and pivotal and supportive. And I can't imagine you, Vic, without you. And you've just touched so many lives. And just thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Amanda. This is beautiful words from you. And I just think of how you were amazing and how you spoke and made connections and explored so deeply around your own spiritual knowing and experience and tied it in with complex issues. You were very articulate and very clear. So it's been such a pleasure being with you. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you. Don't touch it, okay?
Hi, Henry.
Hey, Toby, yay.
This is the most amazing thing that I can be here, even if I got the times wrong. It's so incredible to see you millions of miles, well, thousands of miles across the world. It's such a special thing. And to see all you other lovely people from Canada who I miss so much. And I think what everyone said has just been so lovely and so true. It seems like only yesterday that I came to Victoria as an international student who knew very few people, and you just made my time there fantastic. Everything that you created at the Interfaith Chapel, just who you are, it wouldn't have been the same without you. And to finish it with such a wonderful trip in the Camino, and you just seemed like you were, as I said, the same age as all of us, with your enthusiasm, with your fitness, with just your energy and laughter. And it was just a pleasure to know you for that time. And I miss you a lot. And one day I hope to come and see you again. But I just hope you have the most wonderful time in a retirement and you do fantastic things. And if you've got a trip to Europe planned at any stage, then please, I'll be very, very happy to see you and you can come stay. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Toby. You're such a beautiful spirit, and it was such a delight for me to be walking the Camino with you and have these deep conversations and just take delight in the countryside. And you're such a wise soul. Thank you so much for I'm so pleased to have walked with you and worked with you and danced with you. And thank you, Toby.
Thank you, Henry.
Hey, Henry. I know I don't look super excited, but
I'm so excited for you and the next stage of your beautiful life. Wow, you completely changed my life for the better in 1,000 ways. And if you're anything like the other priests I know, your life is gonna just continue touching people. Your heart is just magnificent in so many ways. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's all I can say right now.
Thank you so much, Sadie. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so amazing. Oh my gosh. It was that video that I was looking at for the first time today, and the words were so wise and so powerful. You were so creative. Oh my gosh. And this love that you have for nature and for all beings, and the connection that we have with this beautiful sacred earth, and how you give expression to that in your life. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Sadie. You're beautiful.
Sadie's tears here haven't inspired me to jump in, and bawling on Zoom is certainly a level of vulnerability that I've never really experienced before. But Henri, it's just been so moving to get a glimpse into the thousands of ripples you've sent into the world. And I am so honored to have experienced that. And I didn't realize how much I missed you, because just seeing you say namaste like flooded me with emotion. And I just hope you move forward into this next chapter knowing that there's so much gratitude in this world for you and appreciation, and you'll continue to be so admired and loved, of course. And I just feel so lucky. And thank you for always making me feel so seen and heard when I really needed it. So much love.
Thank you, Charlotte. Yes, my gosh. It's been such a delight for me to be seeing these beautiful spirits like in you and so many others. It's just like you're discovering the beauty that you are and the gifts that you're able to give to the world, and the love that is there within you, and you give that such beautiful expression. And so thank you. It's been a real honor to be part of your life. My gosh, you're going to do amazing things. I just know you're going to do amazing things. So just let that light shine wherever you go. Thank you. I'm so privileged in knowing you. Charlotte, just carry on, live that beautiful life. Yes.
Hi, Henri. It's Noelle.
Hi, Noelle. Yeah.
It's so nice to see you. I keep typing things in the chat and deleting them because there's just no words to describe, just like everybody else here, how much you've affected my life. I don't have the words, but all I can think of is I always think about how much like you I want to be. And even years, it's been quite a long time since I've last attended a meditation session with you, but even still, I think, what would Henri do in every situation? You've just really inspired me, and I have so much love and respect for you. So thank you.
Thank you, Noelle. I hope that wherever you are just really living the beauty that you are. It's just, I think of the times that you connected in so lively with the meditation activities and the meditation retreats, and how when you see somebody and see them, I haven't seen them for a while, and they come back and they said, oh, there's this familiarity and this sense of love and this connection. That's what I feel in this moment as I'm listening to you. I said, yes, Noelle, oh, I hope you're doing really well. It's so good to see you. And I hope that you're living an amazing life and navigating every difficulty with grace and with courage. Thank you, Noelle, for talking and giving me this gift. Thank you.
Thank you, Henri.
Everyone. we are going to draw the evening to a close. I know that's hard to do. The question's been asked, is there another place that people could send messages if they wish to? If you send them to Multi-Faith directly, we'll make sure Henry receives all of those. And that will be a continuing place to make some connection until we talk about that together, Henry, about how that can continue. So thank you again to everyone, and a blessed night.
Thank you, Lal, for guiding this.
Yeah.
Blessings.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good night. Blessings.
Good night.
Good night. Congratulations, Henry.
Thank you. Good night.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie. Thanks for coming.
Good night. Wonderful to see you, Henry, and congratulations.
Good night, Henry. Sadie says congratulations.
Oh, hey, Sadie. Hello. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Congratulations from Cam. Congratulations, Henry.
Thank you. Woo-hoo. Thanks, Cam. Yeah.
Congratulations, Henry.
Hey, Christine. Yeah. Thank you.
Love you so much, Henry.
Bye.
Love you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Love you, Henry.
Bye, Henry.
Bye.
Yeah. See you, Kevin.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.
Good night. Good night.
Come back and walk the labyrinth, Henry, okay?
We will do that. Yeah.
Or are you taking it with you? Did you roll it up?
It's at the chapel and we'll stay there.
Okay.
I was wondering how the labyrinth was doing.
Hey, Gladys, good to see you. Oh.
Happy retirement.
Thank you so much. Whoa, it's good to see you.
It's been a long time.
We'll have to go for that walk.
Yes. You'll have more time now, right?